with you, it takes a moment to kind of wrap your brain around that and make,
Kaliaskis comes forward, and Bud Crawford was hurt.
See? Both these dudes look untouchable until they don't. That's why this fight is insane. I'm Abner, and we're about to break down what just put on a boxing masterclass. But don't get it twisted, Crawford has his own very clear path to flipping this fight on its head. We've all heard it. Canelo vs. Crawford is one of those once-in-a-generation type fights. Two undisputed champs, two pound-for-pound kings. But forget all that. Here's my final prediction, the clear path that both guys have to victory, and why this might just be bigger than who wins. Alright, let's first talk about why people are favoring Canelo. And probably one of the biggest factors is his chin. And whether you like to admit it or not, Canelo is built like a tank. He essentially walked through most of Triple G's shots. Bivol, other light heavies couldn't drop him. So the chances of Crawford doing that are basically something you should throw out the window right now.
He has the greatest punch resistance in the sport. He's never been on the canvas, and we call it chin. And I think that we kind of missed the point by calling it chin. Is that the reason you can't knock him down is not because of his chin, it's because of his legs.
his base.
You can't get him off balance. He's too strong from the waist down. And, if other fighters would pay attention to what Canelo does, they might go do a little horseback riding.
The core strength that
100% correct.
The balance.
The balance. Exactly. The timing. All of it. Yeah, there he is. Look at Canelo.
Wow.
Now that's a skill he has carried since his early childhood.
That's crazy.
But it's not just the durability with Canelo. He's amazing at breaking dudes down. He'll essentially take your best shot, smile, keep walking forward, and then find a way to dig his knuckles into your body until you basically wilt away. Just ask Charlo. Now, let's talk about why people think that Crawford is going to be the one that takes this. And look, dude, Crawford may be one of the slickest fighters of all times. He has great IQ, great movement. He makes other champs look like amateurs. Let's not forget what he did to Spence. That was clearly not luck. All fight IQ.
Back comes Crawford with the jab. Down, go. Second time in the fight. And Spence is hurt.
Which, by the way, how the hell did Crawford get so good at switch hitting? That shit is so hard. So yeah, Canelo's kryptonite has always been movement and southpaws. Floyd obviously danced around him. Lara gave him some trouble. And Bud's literally both of these in one. He has faster feet, a sharper jab, the cleaner counters.
Body work in that last round and the short uppercut that we showed. The body punches.
28 mirrors.
And let's not sleep on Crawford's cardio as well. Yeah, he may be moving up in weight, but I don't think that'll really affect him, honestly.
That both men had a very similar walk around weight. Terence Crawford himself posted a photo of his actual off-season weight of 186 pounds months leading up to their face-off, while Canelo previously confessed during an interview with ESPN that his normal walk weight is usually 180, and that's why when he fought at light heavyweight, there was basically no weight cut involved. Canelo usually looks the same in and out of the ring, while Crawford normally looks much bulkier when he's not fighting.
Historically, we have seen that Crawford does get stronger in the later rounds. Meanwhile, we do see that Canelo tends to slow down a little bit in those championship rounds. So if this goes the distance, 9, 10, 11th, 12th round, advantage goes to Crawford. Okay, so we talked about Canelo, we talked about Crawford. However, there are some X factors that we need to consider. And here's the thing though. Crawford has been hurt before. Gamboa, Kavalauskas, dudes that are nowhere near Canelo's level. And if Canelo lands those same shots, there's a very good chance that Crawford goes night-night. And on the other side, nobody, and I mean nobody, has ever had Canelo wobbling. His loss to Floyd came from getting outboxed, not from actually getting hurt.
He's using his right hand very now. He'll use the touch jab to land the right hand. In fact, he jabbed in two different places to try and land the right hand. That's why he is something of a boxing savant. He does things that nobody else does. And then again, use the heel of his glove. He's using some extracurricular activities as well. This was the counter right hand. So he's landing that right.
And he's of course faced the natural light heavies. And taking those big shots, that's the real edge. Okay, so now that we've gathered all this information, here's how I see this playing out. Crawford will give Canelo the hardest test since Vivo. He'll frustrate him with speed, long, sharp combos, fast footwork, and will ultimately outvolume him and outbox him at times. But Canelo is a very patient man. His power and his chin will keep him in every second of every round. Maybe even knocks down Crawford along the way. But Crawford is too good to just get steamrolled. But Canelo is too seasoned to get outclassed for 12 entire rounds. I'll say this though, if Crawford can keep his discipline, move smart, and avoid going blow for blow with Canelo, he can and likely will outbox him. It will be race to close. One mistake either way could flip history. And a draw is out of the question because of the rematch clause that's in place. But imagine if that happened, that'd be some bullshit. Bottom line, this fight comes down to who blinks first. And if it's race to close,
Yep.
you already know Canelo's getting that nod. Right, but here's the thing. We've already seen the blueprint for how Canelo can pull this off. Remember those nights where he fought Gamboa, Kavalauskas? Yeah, that's the exact film you need to watch to understand how Canelo might catch Crawford slipping. I broke all that down clip by clip in my video, the nights that Crawford was almost beaten. Go check that video out, and I'll catch you later.